lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no hoe lie to me. I don't.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga.
Right where Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no hoe lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He a demon, it's an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. Who took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jake. So Tower War, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. As who run this shit, but their question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't be do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit life. It ain't all who got the gun, it's all who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feet, but you'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga?
UPK soldiers got them killers with me, and I don't fuck with every spot cause it's too iffy. Real motherfucking prophet cause the Lord with me, but don't get that shit twisted, I got Drake's with me. Yeah, bitch, and that whole 50. Run up on me wrong, you gon' catch 60. Wait, you gon' catch 20. The other 30 for your homies, bitch, I got plenty. And I'll shoot this motherfucker till that clip empty. Taking orders from your bitch, you a fucking simpy. Shit, should be televised. The way I'm cutting niggas up, bitch, I'm a samurai. Niggas swear they in the trooper telling hella lies. Stumping like you Greek, bitch, you Hellenized. The revolution gon' be televised. And what I see in my vision gon' leave you petrified.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers lead cowards and off. So fuck a gas stop. I came with 6 pumps in my car. My niggas ready to swing. We like kids at the park. So touch a chair around this bitch and we breaking your jaw. They think we Christian, but we not. Nothing about us is soft. I don't know what you niggas on, but that shit get you off. We booted up. We came to take zones for real. Black 40 under my garment. I be dressed to kill. Fourth dimension said linger. I be fresh for real. Putting scripts on your corners, but these here ain't pills. We rock covers. You official if you know those drills. Bread and water, you official if you know those meals. Yeah, you niggas soldiers get rolled over. You got police in your pocket, I got a judge in my holster. Oppressors out to get it, so remain sober. Or be chained to them chains till there's nothing that remains of us. A cult leader like Christ, we got the same culture. I bang on them, tell my enemies the rain's over. I up the cig and keep pulling like a chain smoker. The game ain't changed, One West stayed the same on them. One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Niggas talking prophets, yeah, we got plenty. We the reason why it's Israelites around the city. Karkazak tells the rock, bring Shamara. We about to slide on them, see what niggas talking about. Young dog think he wise cause he a Kimmy head. That shit lame, they didn't survive, nigga, Kim is dead. Where I'm from, little nigga, is a dirty game. I pledge allegiance to Yahweh, bitch, I'm UPK. Nigga, let's talk bodies. Set up on your corner, wake up everybody. Big priest until I'm dead deceased. Yeah. The mission is complete until y'all off the street. Saw y'all on the internet stumping down the street. But take the poor and the weak. Touch a sister or a brother, you gonna be sleep. But take the poor and the weak.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Fucking with the brothers, then I'm giving out Magic Pain clip full of ball heads. I'm shooting off Damon Wayans, driven ambition. I ain't never changing lanes, wise as an old man, but I ain't slanging cane. This ain't a game, this shit way deeper than rap. You speaking the cap, but the shit y'all speaking is cap. I'm 5,000, but I still keep it a stack. I'm in the truth, not cause back then I was seeking the fact. Cry aloud for the niggas that's deep in the back. And the Lord with me, ain't no reason for keeping the strap. We peep the attacks, niggas say we ain't speaking the facts. Stealing breakdowns every time we teaching in class. Niggas snitching, y'all out here squeaking with rats. We be on the street corners teaching that Jesus is black.
We on 125th Street, Harlem, nigga, you see where we at?
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the
Yeah. UBK shit, man. One West. Hey. I'm a UBK nigga, I'm stuck in my ways. That's on them, letting cowards fill up they ranks. Goddamn, lost tribes got them following waves. Loyalty a lifestyle, nigga, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'ma say, no, New Orleans is going up. Next spot, we at the B&B. I'm turned up, I pull up in the SRT. Burning rubber, hey, UBK shit. Look, met her at the club, told her pull up to the lobby. She know I'm in the coat, we're all black, no Illuminati. This my other half shit, I can't move without it. These my motherfucking brothers, yeah, what I'm gonna do without them, yeah. If it's beef, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Niggas going overboard, they off the deep end. Why you tripping off that hoe? That's some weak shit. Told him put me in the game cause I love defense. Yeah, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Yeah, bounce on, let my fridges swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Hey, bounce on, let my fridges swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, I ain't gotta settle. I got options, ma. No, I stand on business, my name not Tazar. I'll pop you with just pocket rock. Feed a nigga shells like a taco truck. Hey, this bitch got sound effects. It go pew pew pew. I ain't tripping, I'm no drink, got bottles in a room. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, bitch, it's 12 a.m. Look at them, they ain't none of us and we ain't them. I told him, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, ayy, let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ayy, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog. Ayy, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call. Put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, ayy, let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ayy, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog. Ayy, she say she find me interesting. Want me to call, yeah. UPK shit, man, you already know what it is. It's the 55th annual Passover, man. Turn up. We gonna do this shit the UPK way, not the other way. You hear me?
Call me Lisa too Jeezy. I mean that shit look easy. How bitches come and they greet me, they teach me. Bitches ain't shit and they never will be. I still see hoes on my nuts, but they can't feel me. But really though, I'm in beast mode with the flow. And it's 10 in the morning, I get up and this you know that I look into the mirror through my eyes. I see my soul. I see a true ass priest, Prince of Israel. Yes, bro. I be freshen up, wash up, a true nigga. Throw on my goal, it should go, you know me, cuz. Slip out the door with my fourth dimension cologne. Shine out TLC, Israel, you know what we own. Then I call up, cut this up. Wasn't much, just refresh with some young stars. Make some noise with this music, with some lost tribes. Yeah, nigga, yeah. Now I know that times may change, but bitch, I'm still the same. Yeah, and I know this a crazy ass game. They really ain't a thing. And they know that gun gon' bang. Ain't tryna die today. Whoa, and they know what we all gon' say. Bitch on UPK, hey bitch on UPK. I can't even think about you right now. Yeah, I'm chillin' with the homies and you know how I put down. I'm cool and I'm just sippin' while fucking with these little bitches. Ice up on my neck, got these hoes so consistent. It's so relentless that I just come back with stats in my backpack. I gotta make a track. Man, fuck what you talking about, that bitch is a net. Now I don't smoke no crap, but show a nigga from the back. I just on the block, now these bitches won't come out. Me and Cud chillin', got Modelo's in the south. Niggas be muggin', but I name it in their mouth. Cause they know how Prince Sharp Mom put it down. Down, did it down. Hot them my coupe cruising around town. They all in the back on the ground. Glizzy on the mount. Bitches want water like I'm a fountain. They follow to the house. Well, shit, this ain't even my house. But, top fast bitches, they wanna lounge. Want me dog it out like a hound. But look what I found. When you're up, they all wanna come around. But when you're down, they just kick you on the ground. Lame ass nigga, he that bitch master. Lame ass buster, you fucking cracker. Judas ass boy, you backstabber. Yeah.
All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm on West for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a crippling. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive us for forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rankings give me, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind fail. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. The devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like Van Pelt. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times. It is death do us part. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it go by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead and soldado. He's a photo, salute my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told him I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she leave me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth out of show? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people gon' disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
All right, let me see some. Yeah, fix this again. Oh, damn. Well, shit, that one loud too. Let me see. I think I just maybe. I'm gonna have to get a new adapter for this, I see. All right, I guess we're good with this camera. Let me see. Do a sound check real fast. Okay. All right, Shalom. Yabashim Yahushua Barak Thought to the Akim. Shalom Yahweh Shamar. Elathum Bashim Yahushua to the sisters. This the Wednesday night law class for Northeast Ohio. I'm Officer 500 Yashiba'an.
I'm Officer 50 Gupanyala.
All right, it's the Wednesday night law class. You understand? We've been teaching this truth since 1969 under Commanding General Hunter. You understand? We've been teaching that the truth of the Bible. All right, the truth of the Bible is that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true ethnic Jews of the Bible. You understand?
That's right.
You understand? These Amaleks have tried to take your nationality from you, take your culture away from you, and denounce your culture and whitewash it. It's essentially what they've done with your culture. You understand? They've taken a royal lineage, a royal culture of the Jews. They've taken that and they've made it some corny, goofy nonsense that they do. You understand? The Amaleks are so goddamn corny that their own race of people bullied them in the Holocaust. Bullied them niggas. You understand? All right. We are the true ethnic Jews, and when it comes down to the Bible. All right, we got the proof, we got the scriptures, we got history, and we got the curses that proves that this thing that we teaching you is the truth. You understand? All right. So tonight we're gonna get into something that is very important. You understand? All right, I might change the the title of this class later on. But for now, we're gonna keep it rocking and rolling. All right. All right. So your oppressor, as you know, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? Your oppressor is the devil. He's the biggest deceiver on the face of the earth. You understand? It's not close. It's not no comparison. When you talk about somebody deceiving you, you look up the word deceit, deceiver. All right, and a picture of the cave beast known as Esau should pop up, because he has deceived this entire earth into believing that Christ is an oppressor. He has tricked the entire earth to believe that. Can you believe that?
No, but I can.
Can you believe that, man? That is absolute a load of garbage. You understand? So tonight, let's see where we gonna start at. All right, I guess we could start with these scriptures. Go ahead. Let me see. Let's get the book of Zechariah, chapter 1 and 15 first.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 1 and verse 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. Want me to keep going?
No, it's like I'm about to get there with you. Give me 1 second. All right, where you at?
Verse 15.
All right, start at the top.
And I am very sore displeased.
What book is this?
The book of Zechariah, chapter 1 and verse 15.
All right, this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 1 and 15. Go ahead.
And I'm very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. You understand? The Most High is very displeased with the heathen. He's sore displeased with the heathen. You understand? You understand? And he's about to explain to you why. And this right here is very important. We bringing this out tonight because a lot of brothers in the world, they don't understand why we go so hard on the oppressor. You understand? They don't understand why we do that. They just think that we have a grudge against the oppressor. Can you believe that, Gapon? They think that we have a grudge with the oppressor. All right, that couldn't be further from the truth than, you understand, anything. You understand? We do not have a grudge with the oppressor. All right. The scriptures say there is no unrighteousness when it comes to the hatred that he has for the house of Esau. You understand? I'm paraphrasing that scripture, but I'm sure y'all know exactly which one I'm referring to. You understand? There is no unrighteousness in the judgments that's coming to the house of Esau, because the things that he has done and continues to do to the Israelites is just crazy work, man. You understand? You think that the Bloods and the Crips, they got a hatred for each other. That is nothing. That is child's play when you talk about the hatred that your oppressor has for you. All right, go ahead.
For I was but a little displeased.
But Sluggy, read that again.
For I was but a little displeased.
For he was just a little displeased. You understand? He was just a little displeased with us. The whole point of us going into captivity was, what the hell is that?
I have no idea.
There's about 30 straps in here, man. You better calm down. All right, go ahead. Where you was at?
And I am very sore, displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased.
For I was but a little displeased. This is talking about with us. You understand? He was just a little displeased with us. All right. And that was the whole reason why we went into captivity, because he was displeased with us. All right. He was upset at the fact that we wanted to follow after these oppressors. So as a result of that, he put us into captivity. He put us into what we now call slavery. You want to chattel slavery. All right. He put us in chattel slavery. Go ahead.
And they helped forward the affliction.
And they helped forward the affliction. They weren't supposed, they taking it to a level right now where it was not supposed to go. You understand? They're forwarding the affliction. They going too far. You understand? We were supposed to go into slavery, but goddamn, now we don't already came out of slavery.
Ain't nothing back there.
Yes, it is. Nigga stopped as soon as you walked over there. He gotta be over there. That nigga stopped as soon as you walked over there. Yeah, I don't want to pop that nigga on stream. That's wild. All right, Salaki, where was we at?
At the end of 15, where he said, and they helped forward the affliction.
All right, we're going to continue on. Right there.
You hear it on the stream.
You can. Damn. Good.
Can't say that, man.
No, I was on mute. All right, yeah, go ahead where you was at, Slucky, y'all. We dealing with some things, man. We gonna keep it rolling. Go ahead where you was at.
And they helped forward the affliction.
And they helped forward the affliction. Start at the top.
And I am very sore, displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
That are at ease. That part right there is heavy, man. I skipped over that the first time, but I'm glad we reread it. All right. It says what?
And I am very sore, displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. Who is at ease today?
Your oppressor.
Which one? We got about 30 of them.
The white man.
There you go. That's who this is talking about. This is talking about the white man. This is very specific. All right. Don't get me wrong. When Christ cracked that sky, they all gonna get it. But the Edomites, they're going to get it the worst out of all of them. You understand? And there is a reason why. There is a reason why they're going to get it the worst out of all the other nations. Because they right now they're at ease. Just like the scripture says, they're at ease. They're at the top. You understand? What is the number one religion on the entire earth? Not just America, the entire earth. What's the number one religion?
Christianity.
Christianity. Good night. That's the number one religion on the entire earth. Think about all the other religions that's on the earth. Buddhism, the Muslim doctrine, the African shit and the Hinduism, all these different religions, and Christianity oversees it all. You understand? Oh, Christianity runs it all. Guess what that means, man? The white man runs the earth. Over half the earth has been westernized, meaning what? Over half the earth is porn addicts. Over half the earth is sexual deviants. Over half the earth is drug addicts. You understand? When you get into these other nations, that's why they don't want to make dealings with the Americans, because they know how they get down, man. All right. But a lot of these poor countries, they don't have a choice. They have to make dealings with the Americans because the Americans are at ease right now. They run the earth. They're the most powerful nation on the earth. All right, read that again.
And I'm very sore, displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. It is crazy. It is insane work that the oppressor today runs the entire earth, and yet he's still out here seeking to destroy you. What the hell he say fuck me for? God damn, nigga. I'm just a nigga from Detroit. Why in that? What the hell? What the hell you want with niggas from Detroit? You about rich as hell. You run Fortune 500 companies, and yet you making dealings, you signing executive orders strictly to target the poor of the black community. Let me tell you something, man. It's not because of your skin color. You understand? A lot of stupid niggas in the world, they like to say, yeah, man, we all bleed red. We all got a little bit of melanin in us. Listen, man, tell that to the oppressor that hates your guts, that's rich as hell. Think about that, man. Donald Trump is not just the president of the world. You understand? He is president of America, for all you smart asses online. He is not just the president of the United States of America. He is a billionaire.
He runs the world. He got military bases in all countries.
But besides that, he's a fucking billionaire. So what the hell is he signing executive orders for strictly to target you? You think it's because we all bleed red? You think that's why? No. It's because he knows your lineage and he hates you. You understand? All right, we're gonna hop back to this scripture later because there's other heavy points we ain't even touch on yet. But we gotta go to this real fast. All right, so let me see.
Bro, I'm about to major pain that cricket.
How the fuck he even get in here?
I don't even know.
I told y'all niggas about leaving windows open, man. All right, go ahead. Oh wait, slack it. Yeah, go to Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5.
Give me that bitch. Keep talking, nigga. Say something else. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Because thou hast had what?
A perpetual hatred.
A perpetual love.
A perpetual hatred.
A perpetual hatred, man. The house of Esau. Slakia. We got to read up. You gotta read up. We gonna go back up. All right, go to verse 1 real fast.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it.
Set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. You understand? Mount Seir, when you look it up, all right, it's it essentially what it is the three. Actually, let's look it up. All right, Salaki, read that again.
Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it.
All right, Mount Seir is the Caucasus Mountains that the house of Esau derives from. You understand that? That is where Edomites derive from. You understand? Think about that. Everything that you understand, your Edomites claim today, you could see it lines up directly with the lineage, which is why it's so hysterical when you get these internet nerds that go online like to say, well, we not Esau. And how you know Esau is talking about white people? Nigga, y'all literally claim y'all heritage every chance y'all get. You understand? You think about Caucasians. Caucasians derives from the Caucasus Mountains. You understand? And then you think about all they buildings. Why in the hell is you building up a building like this fucking tall? Why is you making a building this tall? The Titan Towers, all these sky towers that they make is because they like to sit up high. Why do they like to sit up high? Because that's where they come from. They come from the Caucasus Mountains. You understand? Read that again.
Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it.
And prophesy against it. Go ahead.
Verse 3, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
I am with thee.
I am against thee.
I love you.
I am against thee.
I am against thee. All right, the Lord just said that the Most High just said that he is against Mount Seir. You understand? He is not with them. All right, keep going.
And I will stretch out my hand against thee.
I will stretch out my hand against thee. All right, go ahead.
And I will make thee most desolate.
What does desolate mean?
Let's look it up. Desolate, deserted of people, in a state of bleak and dismissal emptiness.
Good night. What is that saying?
The deserted, essentially. They got nothing to them.
He's saying he gonna bomb their ass. They're gonna wake up and there's gonna be a bomb on their forehead.
Didn't they do that with Nagasaki?
That's so heavy that you brought that up, man. That's extremely heavy because what's coming to Mount Seir or the Edomites is exactly what they've been dishing out to everybody for so long. That's why it's so heavy. You understand these prophecies that we prophesy about, you understand it is very heavy. And the fact that black people is so destroyed that they continue to try and suck up to the white man, stick up for the white man when they do nothing but stick guns up in your face is crazy, man. And it needs to stop. You understand? You sticking up for the white man. Meanwhile, he's sticking a knife in your back. I can't even say back. He doing it in front of you. He's sticking a knife in your chest, and you continue to try and hug him. Think about you go up to hug a shorty and she tased the shit out your ass. You still trying to hug her while you getting tased. You just sitting there getting tased trying to hug the bitch. That's what you doing with the white man. It has to stop, man. You have a perpetual love for a nation of people that has a perpetual hatred for you. And that's why we so destroyed, man. We destroyed because we don't know who our enemies are and who our allies are. And that's essentially the topic of the class tonight. You understand? This oppressor right here is writing executive orders to continue to destroy you. And while you sitting up on X being your rod off, he's signing executive orders to destroy you. And you get done with that, you get on Twitter and say, well, the Hispanics need to leave. You're an idiot.
Oh man.
You're an absolute idiot. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 4. I will lay thy cities waste.
I will lay thy cities waste. That's how you know this is a prophecy right here, because it's not talking about just one city. All right. Mount Seir was also I believe that was also a city. You understand? And a lot of brothers like to say, well, no, don't say it. This is a prophecy. You understand? It says, I will lay thy cities waste. It's talking about more than one city. All right. So this is a prophecy. All right. Every city that houses the Edomites is going to get destroyed. From the France to the Irish to Italy to the United States, of course, to London, all these cities that house your oppressor are going to get destroyed. Your oppressor is going to get wiped off the face of the earth. You understand? His existence is going to be completely destroyed. All right. These other nations, when Christ returns, these other nations, they gonna, you know what I'm saying? They gonna get the I ain't gonna say make me no fool, because I don't want no heathen making me fool, but they gonna get to pick some cotton. You understand? That's too cliche. Let me think of something better than that. They're gonna get to mow my lawn. Yeah, that's gonna hurt them. It's gonna hurt them right there.
What about kissing your boots?
That's too nice. I want them to suffer.
Damn, man, you evil.
I'm gonna make them mow the lawn while it's 90 degrees, and I'm gonna give them a bottle of suntan. But I'm gonna throw it in the trash on trash day and make them chase after the only bottle of suntan. So they're gonna have to chase the garbage truck to get the bottle of suntan to cut the grass. It's gonna be some convoluted shit like that.
You thought all of that out in a matter of 1 minute.
Yep. Go ahead where he was at.
I will lay thy cities waste.
I will lay thy cities waste. You understand? The Most High is going to utterly destroy this place. You understand? To the point where it's going to be no remembrance of it. Almost like how we are destroyed today, but 12 times worse. You understand? We don't know who we are, but we could figure it out. They're not going to be able to do any of that because they're not going to be here. You understand? Go ahead.
I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Think about perpetual. Perpetual means continuous. It's everlasting. It don't stop. And that's so funny, man, because these niggas in the world, or Slogger, these heathens, man, they'll sit up and say slavery was so long ago. Why can't you forget about it? Because you don't forget about hating me. Nigga, you still hate me to this day. Have you noticed that the Americans have never apologized for slavery? Never. There has never been like an official document in American writing of them apologizing for slavery, because in their eyes it was never wrong. Their eyes, what happened to black people, there was no wrongdoing. You understand? That's how they feel. That's why they tell you things like just let it go, and that's in the past. And why you still thinking about that? It's 2025. They tell you all this goofy nonsense and then continue to send your tax dollars to the Amalekites. Ain't that crazy?
It's crazy, man.
That's insane, man. And the funny thing about that is they paying off the Amalekites. They giving Amalekites reparations like they was the ones that abused them. They not Germans. You would think they was Germans the way they paid them niggas.
Or they was another American.
Nigga, they giving them reparations. Like they did that thing to them. They didn't do nothing to them. In fact, they saved them. They saved them from what the Germans was doing. And clearly that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough for them. That wasn't enough saving. Now you taken away from black kids. You understand? It's poor people in America. It's poor white people in America. They don't give a fuck about that. We got to make sure these Amalekites over here, they got free health care over there. They got free health care over there, Capone. Think about that. Niggas want to say they not in slavery no more, nigga. Your job just paid off some white man's health care. You understand? Read that again.
I will lay thy cities waste.
Verse 5.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children. Read that again.
And have shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
You have shed the blood of the children of Israel. You continue to do this. You continue to do this, man. It don't stop. You would think it would stop at some point. All right, man. We gonna let these niggas have their fun, man. These niggas done went through enough. We done already fed their babies to alligators during slavery. Did you know about that, Capone?
No, I didn't.
Yes. Our babies got fed to alligators during slavery. They don't tell you things like that in school. No. They make you read about Holocaust in school. I don't give a damn about no damn Holocaust. Nigga, this ain't Germany. Why are you telling me about this? I'm not from Germany and I'm not white. Ain't you supposed to be teaching me about United States history? This didn't happen in the United States, so why are we learning about this? But these are the things that they want you to learn about. They don't want you to know your history. They don't want you to know all the things that they've done to you and continue to do to you. Because if you knew all the evils that they have done to you, you wouldn't be so quick to come up against us when we say the white man is the devil. You understand? See, that's the problem right there. You still look at the oppressor as if he's some white beacon of light. He's some white light. When in all actuality, all the darkness that happens to black people stems from an oppressor in some way, shape, or form. You understand? And that's not me being dramatic either. That's the absolute truth. Your car broke down because you was driving to a slavery. Nigga, you shouldn't have to have a slavery in the first place. That's the white man's fault. Your son got raped in jail because he was, you know what I'm saying? Because he was wrongfully convicted of a crime that he didn't do. That's the white man's fault. I could keep going.
The list goes on.
I could do this all day. All right, go back to verse 5.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity.
Good night. In the time of their calamity. Read that part again.
In the time Salaki, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
In the time of their calamity. It ain't like we in some high place right now. If we was running like back in the dark ages, if it was KKK in the dark ages, I could understand that. If it was groups, if it was Edomite groups out during the dark ages, sniping black people and hanging black people, that's a little more understandable. Like, all right, man, we gotta do something with these niggas, man. These niggas run everything. God damn, I want to run some shit too. I would understand that. We're at the bottom. We're at the bottom. We're already destroyed. Our kids is growing up in jail cells. How old is TK?
Almost 30.
Oh, that nigga TK my age, ain't he? He close to my age. 25. TK is 25. That nigga went to jail when he was 16. And mind you, he went to jail when he was 16. They tried him for an adult. All right. You know how many stories like that it is of brothers. And that TK situation is so effed up too. It's lucky for the sidebar up, but that situation is so messed up because that nigga got life in jail for a crime. And guess what? That he didn't even orchestrate. You want to know who orchestrated that crime that he's spending the rest of his life in jail for? A Edomite. A Edomite, what you would call a snow bunny too. You understand? And that's another thing too, man. Like y'all think it's just the white man. No, nigga, it's white people, period. These blackity black groups, they'll sit here and bash the oppressor all day and go right home to their white wife. Walk in the crib like, honey, I'm home. You's a bitch. God damn, you's a bitch. It's like, I know. It's like, I had to. Certain situations, you just gotta let it off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yes. All right, where was that?
Verse 5.
Go ahead.
And have shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity. In the time that they're
in the time of their calamity. We not running nothing over here, man. We is already in punishment. Imagine it's like y'all, yeah, keep going.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity. In the time that their iniquity had an end.
In the time that their iniquity had an end. Now imagine you take your child, you know what I'm saying? You take your child to school. The school teacher call you. Teacher say, your son been acting up, man. You know what I'm saying? And you tell the teacher, all right, man, that right there is unacceptable behavior. So what I want you to do is I want you to, you know what I'm saying? Tell him that he can't have his phone no more. Turn his phone into your desk, the front desk. You tell the teacher that. Then later on in the day, son get home crying, bawling his eyes out, and you find out that the teacher been beating on your kid. That would make you feel some type of way. That would make you sore displeased, like the scripture says. You understand? That will make you very displeased with that teacher. You'll be ready to go up to that school and shoot some shit up. You understand? And that's to the point where the Most High is with the oppressor right now. He is at the point where he don't. The fun and games are over. He took it too far. You understand? I told you to take my son's phone away, not send him home with goddamn lash marks on his back. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. But that's exactly what we going through here today in America. You understand? Again, we were supposed to go through our slavery. You understand? And that be that. That's us serving our punishment for disobeying the Most High. Now, today, we can't grow up and see our kids. You understand? Our kids are growing up in the system in foster homes, either foster homes because the oppressor has separated the mother and father, or if it's not foster homes, actual jail cells. Think about that. All right, that is not the way this is supposed to play out. You understand? All right, go ahead.
Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord.
He said what?
Therefore, as I live, saith the
as
Lord
I
God.
live. You understand? He just put it on himself. He just said, on God, nigga. Go ahead. It's Salakia too, man. These niggas, these oppressors sit here and try and take your book, man. Like, there's no way you could take this book right here and say that this is you talking. This is your people talking. You understand? Who in the hell talks like that besides black people? It's either black people or other nations trying to sound like who? Black people. You understand? Go ahead. Where you was at?
Therefore, verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood.
I will prepare thee unto blood. Good night. Go ahead.
And blood shall pursue thee.
And blood shall do what?
And blood shall pursue thee.
He said, as I live, blood shall pursue you. Good night. He said he's spinning the block on all you fuck niggas. You understand? Go ahead.
Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Since you didn't hate, you ain't never hated blood. You wanted all the smoke on the earth. You look at Donald Trump today. He damn near won't smoke with everybody. Donald Trump, he not gonna start a war, but he will talk shit like he won a war. He not gonna back down. You understand? He has a boastful spirit about him. You understand? And that boastful spirit has always followed Esau when it comes to shedding blood. He not scared to kill somebody. Since you ain't been scared to kill nobody, that's what's going to happen to you. You understand? Since you wanted to smoke so bad, that's what's going to happen to you. And it ain't going to be the UPK that do it. It's going to be God that does it. You understand? All we doing right now is we showing you in the Bible the prophecy that's going to happen to your nation. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate.
He will make him most desolate. Meaning what? I said earlier, man, he's going to get it the worst out of all these other nations. The East Indians, they might be making you a cup of coffee. You understand? The Chinese, they might be outside mowing your lawn, begging for suntan. While I tell them no, keep working. You understand? The Africans might be digging me a hole for no reason at all. They just outside digging holes for no reason. They might be doing tasks like that. The Edomites, oh boy, the Edomites, they're going to get it the worst. You understand? When the Most High is done with that nation of people, there's not going to be no more remembrance of them. You understand? That's how bad they're going to get it. Go ahead.
And cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth.
Keep going.
Verse 8. And I will fill his mountains with slain men.
Good night. That's heavy, man. He will fill his mountains with what?
With his slain men.
With his slain men. With all the niggas that's gonna be in that mountain, that's gonna be your niggas. Niggas from you know what I'm saying? Your lineage. They all gonna be dead. They're gonna be filled with them. They're gonna be packed out with them, packed out like sardines. Just like you the Bible is heavy, man. Just like you packed us up like sardines to a land we didn't know, a land we didn't want to come to. You packed us up like sardines on that boat. Well, that's how you gonna be packed up in mountains. But you ain't gonna be getting off them mountains, nigga. We got off them boats eventually. You ain't gonna be getting out. You're gonna be dead. You understand? Go ahead.
In thy hills and in thy valleys and in thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. Verse 9. I will make thee perpetual desolations.
We could go down this whole chapter if you wanted to, man, but we gonna cut it right here. All right. This whole chapter is talking about how y'all about to get what's coming to you. You understand? You gonna get some shit that you not ready for, and it's gonna come straight from the Most High. You understand?
No, not that. No, not that.
All right, so why did I pull these scriptures? You may ask. I pulled them scriptures to show you the perpetual hatred that yo Edomites have had for you. And Salakia, I ain't even get down to the point I wanted to get down in that scripture. So actually go back to Ezekiel 35:5 real quick.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
Because thou hast had what?
A perpetual hatred.
A perpetual hatred, a continuous hatred. Understand this, man. Brothers in the world, or Slack, people in general, they say, why do we go so hard on the Edomites? You need to be asking the Edomites, why do they go so hard on you? Pause. You understand? They've been casting out this hatred for you since Genesis. You understand? Since the Esau gave up his birthright. That's how long the nation of Esau has hated your guts. The Edomite nation has hated your guts. You understand? Esau told Jacob that he stole his birthright. Nigga, you sold it. You sold your birthright for raw meat. Crazy work, by the way. Crazy. You said, think about that, man. God told you you could have, you know what I'm saying? You can run the whole earth with this right here. He sold it for some raw meat. It wasn't even cooked. God damn, at least let me finish cooking it, motherfucker. Damn. That's the type of person you dealing with when you talk about the Edomite nation. They're a fleshly nation. And that's why they live by the sword. That's a fleshly thing right there. Think about the native Indians. The native Indians, they hunted to live, to survive. They hunted for food and for clothes. That's why they hunted. Esau does it because they like to hunt. Nigga, and who cares? Who cares about what you like to do, nigga? But this is how Esau operates. You understand? Everything they do is fleshly. everything they do is off of their flesh and how they feel. You understand? That's why they have orgy parties. Every goddamn quote unquote holiday, when you really look it up, all of its origins are stemming from orgies. You understand? All of them. If not all of them, 95% of them. You understand? Why is 95% of Esau's holidays orgy parties? Because they fleshly, beastly creatures. You understand? That live strictly off of how they feel. You understand? And what they like to do. All right, go read that again.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
Because thou has had a perpetual hatred, man. Since the birthmark, I mean, since the birthright, you understand? Since you traded your birthright with Jacob, you have had a hatred for the house of Israel. You understand? That is crazy. That is crazy work, man. You talk about a continuous beef, an ongoing beef. Nigga, the Bloods and Crip ain't got shit on that. God damn, how many years ago was that? When are you gonna let that go? Think about all the eras that passed in that time mark. You understand? It's been many eras that passed. All these things that happen, and it still remains that the house of Esau cannot stop hating your guts. You understand? All right, so that was the point that we wanted to hit on now. Perpetual hatred. Now I'm about to send you something to poem. All right, so I want you to read this.
This is, what is a monetary bail? A monetary bail is a financial guarantee required for a defendant's pretrial release from custody, ensuring their appearance in court for subsequent proceedings. The court sets a specific amount, and if the defendant fulfills all court obligations, this money is returned. If they fail to appear, the money is forfeited, and a warrant for their arrest is issued. Monetary bail can be paid directly to the court or through a bail bond company, which posts the bail on the defendant's behalf or for a fee, according to a YouTube video in Investopedia.
All right, now read this.
What is a cashless bail? Cashless bail refers to criminal justice policies that allow defendants to be released from jail before their trial without having to pay a monetary bail bond. Focusing instead on factors like public safety and the risk of a defendant failing to appear in court, the goal is to prevent people, particularly those with low income, from being incarcerated simply because they cannot afford bail. Under these systems, a judge determines whether a defendant poses a flight risk or a danger to the community and may deny release if these criteria are not met, even without a cash payment requirement.
Now, why did I have you read this? Because Trump is trying to end cashless bail. Well, not trying to end. He just ended it. He just signed an executive order to end cashless bail. You understand? If you didn't, I know you was busy reading, so you might not have picked up on what it said. Cashless bail, him signing that executive order is a direct target to low income, you know what I'm saying, economies or
black people.
There you go. You understand? And you want to talk about why I pulled them two scriptures? That's why right there. You understand? Your oppressor has had a perpetual hatred, and it's not going to stop. Don't think it's gonna stop. Don't think that the foot that's on your neck right now in America is ever going to get lifted. In fact, he's going to plant his foot further and further down your neck. The more you think, the more you think that slavery is over and that we should feel safe here and that I'm an American and all this goofy nonsense that y'all just love to preach, man. You want to talk about you a Christian? What the hell has a Christian ever taught you? Is your Christian teaching you about this? Is your Christian teaching you how to operate on the earth? Christians get shot by the police. I just want you to know that. Christians are going to get pulled over and get to screaming that bullshit that nobody wants to hear, and they're going to get shot in their face because the Christian church is not teaching them practical knowledge. And that's what we need. That's why we do these classes, man. We are teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians how to navigate on this earth. All right. The number one tool that you need to navigate on this earth is to understand who your enemies are and who your allies are. You understand? Your oppressor knows this. That's why he pushes the agenda of everybody being all inclusive. He's telling you to be all inclusive while he's signing things in the back rooms like this to further push your slavery, to further push your you know what I'm saying, your oppression. And the thing that's so sick about this executive order that he just signed is all of the Black people that have got wrongly, you know what I'm saying, incarcerated. Let's look up the statistic on that real fast. What's the percentage of Black people that get wrongfully incarcerated? All right. Because I'm sure it's staggering. It's a story on that every other day. I'm scrolling on Instagram. I see a brother just had a documentary about this not too long ago. I forgot his name, but he got sent to prison for a crime that he didn't even commit. They said that he stole a bag. He did not steal that brother's bag. He sat in jail for 3 years for a crime he did not do. Why did he sit in jail? Because he couldn't make bail. And because they kept pushing back his court dates until the brother finally offed himself because they had him in solitary confinement. Think about that. Not only are you in jail for a crime you didn't commit, you in jail by yourself because he didn't want to conform, you understand, to the gangs and to the prison gang known as being a Muslim. Yeah, you ain't know that that was a gang.
Nah, I did it.
It's a gang once you get into prison, man. Once you get into prison, man, you either a Muslim, you rep your city, or you rep some type of gang. It's some sort of camaraderie in there that you have to have in order to, you know what I'm saying, not get beat on every other day. And that's what happened with this brother right here. He was getting into it with the gangs, the Muslim gang, every gang up in there because he didn't want to conform. And he got put in solitary confinement. He was in solitary confinement so long that the brother started talking to himself, having full-blown conversations with himself. You understand? What'd you eat today? Well, I didn't really eat today, but I was thinking about he was having real conversations with himself like that, real back and forth dialogue type of conversation, not just yeah, I need to do this. I need to, not that type of talking to yourself. You understand? So the brother was losing it in there, and he finally offed himself. You understand? All that could have been avoided. They would have just posted his bail. We would have just had a cashless bail. You understand? Damn. All right, go ahead on what you had.
Kind of. You want me to finish Ezekiel, or what I just looked up?
Yeah, what you looked up.
Black people are set. Or I looked up what percentage of black people are wrongfully convicted. It says black people are 7 to 7.5 times more likely to be wrongly convicted of serious crimes than white people.
Good night. Read that again. That don't sound like that's all inclusive to me, brother.
Black people are 7 to 7.5 times more likely to be wrongfully convicted of serious crimes.
Stop that right now, brother. Don't we all bleed red?
Black people are 7 to 7.5 times more likely to be wrongly convicted of serious crimes, more than white people.
I thought slavery was over.
Black people are 7 to 7.5 times more likely to be wrongly convicted of serious crimes, more than white people.
Good night. This is information that you could get at your fingertips. This is information that you could get at your fingertips right now. And you continue to just overlook it. Your Christian church is enablers. You understand? They enable you. They enable you to continue to kiss up to an oppressor. Kiss the white man's ass. All right? I just got to be real with you, man. I got to say it straight so you can understand what you're doing, man. You sitting up here, you commenting on our videos, you teaching hate. No, nigga, I'm teaching you practical knowledge. The things that we teaching you in this school is going to stop you from getting wrongfully convicted of a crime.
And offing yourself.
Or worse, getting pulled over by a cop and getting shot because you thought you could do the things that an oppressor could do. No, nigga. Not even close. You better know who your enemies are, man. You better know who your enemies and your allies are. That's how you navigate on this earth. You understand? All these other nations, believe it or not, they know who their enemies and their allies are. I know this is a shocking thing for you to hear, because you, in your mind, in your stupid Christian black mind, all you hear is all inclusive. We all bleed red. Look, man, it sounds good on the papers. When you actually open your eyes, guess what? We are separated. Even today, we're separated. You go to Dearborn, you ain't gonna see too many black people or white people. You're gonna see East Indians. You go to Chinatown, you ain't gonna see too many black people or white people or East Indians. You're gonna see Chinese people. When you go to Troy, you ain't gonna see too many East Indians or Chinese people. You're gonna see white people. You understand? You sit up and you teach this stupid. Let me watch my mouth. You teach this garbage that is not helping you at all, in no way, shape, or form, and it's actually destroying you. Because while you sitting up teaching that we all need to love and come together, these other nations are looking at you and saying, "Yeah, all right, nigga," and they bomb territory right up in your hood. You understand? All right, so we got that. We're gonna get back to these scriptures. Go ahead. Let me
like you want 5?
No, we done with that. You could go back to Zechariah though, 1-15, if you could.
Come on. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 1 and verse 15. And I am very sore, displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased.
Select, you read that again?
And I am very sore, displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction.
All right, so I looked up the definition of sore, You understand? It means painful. All right. He's painfully displeased. So go ahead, read that again.
I am very sore, displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
I'm very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. Think about that again, man. I just gotta beat this point home right here, because for some reason y'all don't understand. You understand that the affliction that you in the time that you in right now, man. Think about this. Normally, when you see a nation attack another nation, it's for what? It's for some sort of financial gain. When you see any sort of violence, normally it's for a reason. You understand? You shoot somebody because they may have tried to rob you, or they might have more money than you, so you go and try and rob him. The oppressor is in a comfortable place right now. He's in rulership. Your oppressor is in his kingdom right now. And instead of going to private jet, going to sleep with your wife, it's 100 other things you could be doing. You could go buy a private jet to go on a private island. You could be doing all these things. Yet you choose to continue and attack black people. The same black people that are already at the bottom of America. The bottom of the earth, Slovakia, not just America, because we scattered all over the goddamn earth. You understand? There's black people in Japan, black people in Trinidad. You understand? There's black people all across the earth. But when you go all across the earth, all the black people, they're gonna have one thing in common. They're all gonna be at the bottom. All right, so we are perpetually at the bottom, and yet you still decide to attack us for what? What do you gain from this at this point? All right, normally when you commit a crime, there's some sort of motive. There is no motive with the oppressor. He just does it. He just does it for fun. And I'm talking about crimes, but we got to get back to what we just brought out. He just signed an executive order. So not only is it crimes that he's doing, so he's doing these lynchings and getting away with it, by the way. This nigga got whole sundown towns. How was this legal? This nigga got whole sundown towns. How was that legal in any way? So not only is he doing the illegal things to oppress you, but now he's doing legal things to oppress you. He's running America and oppressing you. Like this is like a different level of hate right here. You would think we stole something from these niggas the way they hate us. Hey, this is actually crazy. Go ahead.
I am very sore, displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
That are at ease. They are at peace. I have to beat this point home just so you understand. These niggas are at peace. They could do whatever the hell they want to do. Look at the Amalekites. They run everything. You talking about BET? That's a black channel. No, nigga. So I dare you to say something against the white Jews. Nigga, the whole channel is going to be canceled. There ain't going to be no more BET. You see what happened with Nick Cannon. They was ready to end his whole network. Fuck Wildin' Out. Wildin' Out was just a lifeline for that network. But they was ready to end it all. Just because he thought about saying something against the white man. You understand? Go ahead.
For I was but a little displeased.
This is talking about us. He was he was only a little bit displeased with us. He was disappointed in us. So he put us in slavery. You understand? He gave us a little spanking, if you will. You know what I'm saying? He gave us some love taps. But go on, keep reading.
But a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction.
But they taking it too far. That analogy I brought out with your kids is perfect for this situation that we in right now. You understand? You take your child to school, you find out that he doing bad. They call home, they tell you, you know what I'm saying? And as a rebuttal, you tell him that you disappointed in his actions. You tell him his punishment shall be you taking away his phone. Then he get home, his phone gone, and his lashes on the nigga back. God damn. I didn't ask you to do all that, bro. I ain't asked you to do this to my son. And actually, I'm being nice even saying it like that. It ain't gonna be no more questions. I have a son, you know what I'm saying? He come home with lashes on his back. I told you to take his phone. There ain't gonna be no more talking. It's gonna be straight gunplay. What is we talking about here? You understand? It's gonna be straight fist to face, and that's the nice part. That's me being nice. The fist to the face is the nice part.
This nigga's violent, man.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies. My house shall be built in it, saith the Lord of hosts, and a line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem. Let me keep going.
If you could.
Verse 17. Cry yet, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, my cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem.
It's like you could drop that for Tom's sake. All right. All right, let's get in the book of Deuteronomy. Just to show you. You understand?
Where we going? Deuteronomy and what?
28. Start at verse 49.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 49.
Go ahead.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle flieth.
The Lord shall do what?
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far. All right. Well, what happened when the native Indians was in America, in the land known today as America? What happened with them?
They got fled out.
They got fled out. What you mean?
American colony. Wait, what are you talking about?
The native Indians before the what we now call them today as Americans, before they got here, the native Indians was on this land chilling. They was big chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what's that nickname? Thinking of somebody.
You talking about Christopher Columbus?
Yeah. They say he came and stole the land.
Yeah. And where did they come from?
The bottom of the earth.
Come on.
Mountains.
They came from a nation far. They came from a far nation. You understand? Read it again.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
All right. They didn't know about this land. They came from all the way across the earth. All right. That sounds like a prophecy to me.
We just read about 3 of them.
That's a prophecy right there. And this one right here is a prophecy that came to pass. You understand? And it's important to emphasize scriptures like this because we got stupid niggas in the world that sit here and try and say that the Bible ain't real. They sit here and try and denounce the Bible like there's not history in the Bible. You stupid idiot. You're just stupid and unlearned. You understand? They sit here and they read the Bible front to back like it's a goddamn Diary of a Wimpy Kid book and try and tell you that they read the Bible before. Shut your stupid ass up, man. Don't try and sit here and disrespect me like that, bro. Go, Slacky. Go ahead.
God. From far, Salaki. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth.
From the end of the earth. These niggas came from all the way across the earth to America. Tell me that's not a prophecy, man. Came and stole the land from the Native Indians, from the Mexican, from our brothers. You understand? And you gonna tell me that's not a prophecy? And now they got the nerve to call Issacharites. They got the nerve to call Issacharites. What are they calling them? What's the word I'm looking for?
I have no idea.
Illegal immigrants. They're calling them immigrants. You're the biggest immigrants on the earth. You're the illegal immigrant. Issacharites, they coming over here for a job. Issacharites, Native Indians, they coming over here to work. You came over here and you stole and you murdered and you massacred. And you signed peace treaties that you never, ever did anything with. You didn't keep not one treaty that you signed. All of that sounds like a crime to me. I just listed off about 20 crimes.
20 death penalties.
20 counts of it. And we can't even get a goddamn apology. We can't even get you to say you sorry. Because you too busy worried about, well, if we say sorry, then technically they could sue. You worried about that. You can't even say sorry. It's because they're not sorry, man. You understand? All the things that happened to us, it was meant for it to happen. You understand? And the problem is we keep looking for the white man. Well, it's like we reliving a cycle over and over again. The Native Indians, you know what I'm saying? It's a sad thing that they went through what they went through. You know what I'm saying? They stuck their neck out for the oppressor and in return got a knife in their shit. You know what I'm saying? And now today, we sticking our neck out trying to get the oppressor to help us. And it's not going to happen, man. He didn't help you back then. He damn sure not going to help you now. If he didn't help you when you had the upper hand on him, when you showed him, when you was the big dog, you know what I'm saying? You showed him how to act as civilized human beings. You showed him how to do all these things, and he still stabbed you in the back, in the chest, in the throat, everywhere. How was that a pause? You were just waiting for a pause moment this whole time, wasn't you? I did not. That wasn't pause worthy, brother. All right. You just made me lose my train of thought. Go ahead.
God. As swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. All right, you did not understand the Europeans when they came over here. They were speaking a dialect that you had no previous hearings of. Why? Because they came all the way from across the world. You understand? And it's so heavy the way we was living back then. I kind of wish we could go back to that. We had our own plot of land, far away from these goddamn Caucasians. Not a day, just to get a means to survive. You gotta kiss their ass at your slavery. This is an all-black establishment, man. Why is you in here? I wish we could put a sign on the door that say no whiteys allowed. If I put a bottle of mayonnaise next to you and y'all look alike, you can't come in. I wish I could do that, but sadly, MLK ruined that for us because he like white ass so much? Go ahead.
You said he like what?
You like white assholes. That's what he like. This nigga colonized us together essentially, just so he could get a whiff of white ass.
A whiff of it is crazy.
Cap online, tell me if I'm lying, sir. Go ahead.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance.
A nation of fierce continents. Good night. A fierce continents. Meaning what? There is no malice. I mean, Slagia. There is no sense of mercy in this man's heart. You understand? It's only malice.
No morals.
No morals. That's an excellent, you know what I'm saying, thing to say, because that's very accurate. No sense of morality at all. Like I brought out earlier, how in the hell do you bring yourself to feed somebody's child to an alligator?
What's telling you that that's wrong?
What? How can you do something like that? It's one thing to think it out. You get about 40,000 thoughts that pop up in your head a day. All of them are not good thoughts. All of them you should not live out. It's one thing to think these things. It's another to live these things out. So these are the things, all the sick, conniving things that he's done to you, you can read about and research. These are only the things that he's actually acted out. So just imagine all the things
he thought about doing.
All right, so when you talk about a fierce nation, read that again. A slide again. Nation of fierce continents. There is no other nation that comes close to that, like the oppressor, man. It's not even close. Again, to stay on topic, how do you look at a people that's already destroyed, that already don't know where the hell they come from? We destroyed on all fronts. Some of our brothers is into the Muslim shit. Some of our brothers are Christians. You understand? Some of our brothers are just straight, for lack of better terms. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Some of our brothers are gay.
Con. Some of our brothers want to be sisters. You understand? Shut your. God damn. It's like you go back to where you was at.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance.
Nation of fierce continents, man. We already destroyed on multiple fronts. You understand? We destroyed on multiple fronts. We destroyed in ways you ain't even think until we got into slavery, a nation could be destroyed. You understand? There's no way a man that's 6'5", 250 pounds decides to wake up and put a mini skirt on. But we're that destroyed today. You understand? We got basketball players painting their nails now. It's crazy work.
You seen that post of Dennis Rodman saying that he married himself and he put on a whole dress?
Oh shit. Yeah, we're gonna have to bring that out next week, all right? Because that is absolutely insane. This effeminate agenda has been being pushed on our brothers. It's just another example of the destruction, you understand, that the oppressor has done to us. Why in the hell would you show me that, brother? Get that shit out my face. All right, where was we at?
We was at verse 50.
Go ahead.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
All right, man. Think about the Trail of Tears. What was the Trail of Tears? You remember?
Wow.
Shit, let's look it up.
The Trail of Tears was forced displacement of about 60,000 people of the 5 civilized tribes between 1830 and 1850. Salakia, and the additional 1,000 of Native Americans and their black slaves within that were ethnically cleansed by the United States government.
What the hell is that? Let's look it up. What is ethnically cleansed? Because it sounds like you either Christianized them or you shot them.
To be ethnically cleansed.
Here, read this.
Oh. Ethnic cleansing is the systematic forced removal of ethnic, racial, or religious groups from a given area with the intent of making the society ethnically homogeneous. It sounds like it's gay.
Nah, it's just because that word. All right, so the Trail of Tears is essentially where they forced them on them camps. All right. All right, read this.
This is the causes for the Trail of Tears.
Yeah.
The primary cause of the Trail of Tears was the Indian Removal Act of 1830, which authorized the forced relocation of Native American tribes from their ancestral lands in the southeastern United States to designated Indian Territory. Present day is Oklahoma. This policy was driven by a combination of factors including desire for land, racial prejudice, manifest destiny, political pressure, broken treaties. Yeah, that's it.
That is absolutely crazy that you could come into somebody's land. They teach you where to hunt at. What's all the good food that's over here as far as hunting. They teach you how to be a functioning society on this land. And the thank you that they get for it is getting exercised up out of there, packed up. That's what the Trail of Tears was. Nigga, get the stepping, get out, get all your shit and leave. A forced removal. And you want to talk about immigrants? That is the fierce countenance of your oppressor. All right. And it says, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. All right. Now I'm about to show you this. $4,000 of the 16,000 Cherokees who were forced to make the Trail of Tears died. Good night. What's the percentage on that? You supposed to move out 20,000 of these people, and 4,000 of them die. Good night. Who were forced to make the Trail of Tears die from exposure, starvation, and disease during the forced march in the 1830s. Other sources estimate that over 6,000 Cherokee people died, though no exact number is known. The Cherokee people themselves call this tragic journey the Trail of Tears. All right. That is one of the many examples that we could show you when it says a nation of fierce continents which shall not regard the person of the old nor show favor to the young. Why the hell is a baby out here marching? Why the hell is a old lady with a goddamn cane and walker marching? You understand? You get spasms in your leg when you sit in the car for too long. You gotta pull over at the side of the road, stretch your legs, stretch your back, do the little yoga bullshit y'all do after a long road trip. You do that after sitting in the car for too long. These niggas had to march. These niggas had to march. You understand? And again, they got exiled out their own land for what? All right, go back to verse 50.
Another one, a nation of fierce countenance, we shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Nor show favor to the young. A person that don't like, you know what I'm saying? Just because you don't like a particular, I'll say it like this. You understand? Just because we know that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the real Jews of the Bible does not mean when we see a homeless person while we outside giving out food boxes, we gonna say, nah, fuck you. We still give food boxes to the oppressor. You understand? We still give him food boxes. That's showing favor to the old, to the young, and to the needy. You understand? That's showing favor. That's what is that? A semblance of kindness that any righteous people would have. Any nation of people that deserve to be in rulership would have. You understand? This nation of people has their own people at the bottom. They are horrible at running a functioning society. How in the hell is 10% of the population? I believe that's the percentage. 10% of the population is where all the money is. What about the other 90%? God damn. Y'all, you mean to tell me y'all have to have all the money? Save some for the rest of us, nigga. But no, this is how your oppressor thinks. You understand? He shows no regard for the old, for the young, for the needy. That's why Trump, one of the first things he did when he got in office was push back the retirement age. He pushed that back. That's a current day example of him not regarding the old or the young. He's pushed back the retirement age, and I believe he pushed up the age where you could get tried as an adult. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm not sure about that one. I did hear about the retirement age though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I believe he did. I don't want to misspeak though. Let's look it up real fast. Yeah, so I looked it up wrong. I said that he pushed up the age for being tried as an adult, and it actually corrected what I typed in. I actually knew he's lowered it. So now 14-year, he trying to make it to where 14-year-olds can get tried as an adult. That is absolutely crazy. It's already crazy that in some states 16-year-olds can get tried as an adult. That's actually crazy. But now we're trying to make it to where 14-year-olds can get tried as an adult. Your brain isn't even fully functional at that point. You understand? You think he care about that? No, he don't care about that. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. He don't care. And what's so ironic about that is that this is a 35-time felon, by the way. He's making all these campaigns saying that he wants to be tough on crime. And I'm going to talk about this on TikTok tonight too. You understand? But he making all these campaigns about how he want to be tough on crime.
You're the biggest criminal.
This nigga's the biggest criminal. He made history with being a criminal. He is the only president that has felonies that is made it to be a president. You are a historic criminal. You're probably the greatest criminal ever. This nigga's a billionaire president criminal.
And now he owns half the world.
He owns, I don't know, and now he wants to be tough on crime, because crime, you know what I'm saying, is just an issue that you so concerned with. Was you concerned with it when you were committing your crimes, though? That's a great question. Sadly, we'll never get the answer to it. You understand? Don't think for a second that the things that he is doing is to afflict nobody else but Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. These crimes, I mean, these policies that he's placing is a direct target to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Go ahead where you was at.
That was I'm at verse 51.
Go ahead.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land.
He shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land. That's goes. My nigga Shalak, what's going on? Shalom Yabashim Yashabrakatah. Yeah. Where was that? Read that again.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land. That
ties in directly to these new policies that he's putting into place right now. You understand? He's trying to get it. He's trying to get it documented to where he can try you at 14 as an adult. That is him eating the fruit of your cattle. He's already doing this. Like I said, TK was 16 years old when he got tried as an adult, and now he's serving a life sentence for something that he did when he was 16. And the sad thing about that is he was not the one that orchestrated that crime. Premeditated murder is what that white bitch should have got. That white bitch should be in that jail cell right now, but she's roaming around right now in the streets of Texas. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe she got an OnlyFans.
I knew you was about to say that.
That mean I'm not wrong if you heard about it too then.
I heard about it, bro.
That bitch, god damn, that's sad, man. That's a sad ass story, man. This nigga is in jail getting his box played with.
Damn.
But look though, he getting his box played with. He ain't got no choice to. He in there getting forced, you know what I'm saying, to take that. She in the streets of Texas, and she getting her box played with it for the love of the game. Oh my god.
Come on, man.
Oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy work. Read that again.
Another one. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land. Go ahead.
Another one. Until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn.
Salaki, I actually jumped the gun. All right, so the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land, that's talking about your money. You understand? That's what that's talking about. And that's exactly what's happening to black people today. You understand? Why are we even out here committing crimes in the first place? Because we don't have money. You understand? Because the oppressor won't let you get a job. It's absolutely crazy that a job will not hire you if you have a misdemeanor. If you have a felony, just forget about it. Get out the line. Get out the. Don't even fill out that application form. You're wasting your time if you got a felony. A misdemeanor, you can't even get a job with a misdemeanor now. Mind you can't get a job while you got a misdemeanor. But the president of the United States is a 35-time felon. crazy. It's crazy work. Go ahead.
Which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil.
And that's talking about your oppressor and his bills. His bills, his taxes, all of that goofy garbage. He will not leave you nothing to spare. You paying an arm and a leg for taxes just for half of it to go to them construction workers that ain't fixing shit. The roads on Harper, if you in Detroit, nigga, you know what I'm talking about. The roads on Harper, they've been working on it since the start of the summertime. How is it still not done? Mind you, before they even started fake working on the shit, it wasn't messed up in the first place. Half of it's going to fake working construction workers, and the other half is going to the Amalekites. But who am I kidding? Them Amalekites probably got their nose in the fake construction workers' money too. So fuck it. Let's just say it's all going to the Amalekites.
They some money hungry bastards.
That's why this place got to get burned, Capone. This place has to get utterly destroyed because it's not going to stop. Your oppressor is never going to stop. All right. That's why Christ needs to crack this guy. We need to get saved, man. This is like a necessity for us because this is only going to get worse and worse. In your mind, you would probably think after slavery, you would think, all right, man, it can't be worse than what we just went through. No, nigga, it's worse. It's worse. Over half of our population is in jail cells. Another good percentage is gay. So a third of our men aren't even men. He said, same on 12th Street here in Canton, Ohio. This road been down all damn summer. Now school started back up. Damn. Nigga, it's a wrap. You might want to find you a detour. You ain't making it nowhere on time going that road. All right, go ahead.
We at 51. Which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee.
Go ahead.
Verse 52. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest, throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy God hath given thee.
Keep going.
Verse 53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body.
All right, this is what I was talking about earlier when I said I jumped the gun. This is where it's talking about your kids. You understand? And read that again.
And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body.
Thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body. What is the fruit of your body?
The flesh.
Nigga, I gave you the answer.
When?
Read again.
And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body.
You still don't know what's on?
No.
Read the next words.
The flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters.
That's what it's talking about.
I just said that.
You said the flesh. Type of weird ass answer was that?
That's the same thing. I just said that.
This nigga said the flesh. No, the fruit of your body is your kids, man.
Oh.
All right, that's the fruit of your body. Think about a seed. You understand? You plant an apple tree. What would be the fruit of that body?
The apple.
Right. That's what derived from that seed. All right. You plant your seed in a woman. You know what I'm saying? The kid is the fruit of that seed. So that's what this is talking about. So read it one more time.
And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body.
Thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body. You understand? Again, your kids are going to grow up in the prison systems. And for anybody that tries to tell you that the Bible is not historically accurate or the Bible is some man-made book, that's what they like to say. They like to say it's some man-made book. Anybody that says that stupid shit to you, I was about to give you counsel that you cannot do. I'm not even about to say that. I was about to say, if somebody say that to you, slap the shit out. Don't do that, brother. All right, don't do that. But you definitely need the side eye, man. Because what the hell is you talking about? All right, I ain't gonna lie. I really do be wanting to slap him, but you gotta have discipline. You can't just slap everybody. That. You know what I'm saying? That piss you off, brother. All right, go ahead.
Con on one con. Where am I?
53.
Which the Lord thy God have given thee in the siege and in the straightness.
53.
That is 53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters.
Again, it is absolutely insane. That brother, we watching that brother TK grow up in jail. And I keep bringing this up, man, because it low-key hits home for me, man, because I was a little nigga when I seen that nigga come out with that music video. I think I was like 14 when he came out with that. He came out with that music video on the run. I thought that was the coolest shit ever. I ain't gonna lie, until he got locked up. And then it didn't start clicking for me until the more I started growing in this truth, man. Like, that shit is crazy. You understand? That brother's spending the rest of his life in jail. You understand why this white bitch goes around? I made jokes about it earlier, but that's really sinister as hell. You understand? That white bitch is roaming around the earth freely, like she ain't do shit. That is crazy to me. How was that possible, man? How was that possible? How is it possible for? I'm gonna tell you how it's possible, man. You understand these curses? These curses, you cannot get away from these curses. Anybody that says that the Bible isn't real, or that the prophecies in the Bible, things of that nature, is hearsay. Clearly, you aren't familiar with the curses. So let me remind you. Let me make you familiar. Go ahead.
Con on con. So like the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy God have given thee, in the siege and in the straightness, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee. Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
So that the man that is, read that again, Slucky.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother. His
eyes shall be evil toward his brother, man. That's what's going on today. All right. Black people are looking at Hispanics, looking at Native Indians like they aren't of the same lineage. Like they ain't going through the same problems. And it's absolutely crazy to me. How can you side-eye Hispanic when y'all are going through the same things? How can you side-eye a Native Indian? They did our Native Indian brothers so bad, we don't even see Native Indians. And that's crazy because they was here before all of us. And that's how you know that these curses are real, man. Because they did the same thing to the Native Indians that they're doing to the Hispanics right now. They did the same thing to the Hispanics that they did to black people. You understand? But this oppression that that this devil is putting on us is giving us the spirit to side eye Hispanics like they're the enemy. You understand? Well, we need to be coming together and separating from the real enemy, which is the oppressor, the devil that this Bible speaks of. All right. All right, we're gonna close out right there. This is the Wednesday night law class for Northeast Ohio. All right, you got any questions? Make sure you tune in to the Tuesday night scripture breakdown with Cabinet 10,000 or Dariella. Yeah, Gab been over here since the late 1400s, correct, sir? Khan, you understand? We were just talking about that earlier, the Trail of Tears. Yeah, you definitely got to go back and watch the class, man, because we just got done talking about the Trail of Tears. Think about that. Think about that. The oppressor going around calling niggas immigrants when he's the biggest illegal immigrant ever. And it's not even close. You came over on this land. You committed about 100 crimes, at least. You done robbed, raped, killed, broken all them treaties with the Native Indians. All these things. You understand? And now you had the nerve in 2025 to call the Issacharites a illegal immigrant. How dare you? How dare you say something like that? How dare you even fix your mouth to say some nonsense like that? And we so goddamn destroyed, we letting him say it. We letting him brainwash us. Now we got stupid uppity niggas at the slavery saying, yeah, man, these Hispanics, they taking away all the jobs. Shut your bitch ass up, man. Don't be saying none of that whole shit around me, man. I get that shit right there is the type of things that piss me off, man. How can you sit up and say these things like you're white? You're not white. All right. No matter how much you try and act like you Caucasian, you'll never be a Caucasian. You get pulled over, nigga. All that fake white boy act go out the window. You black as hell when you get pulled over. You the blackest nigga ever when you get pulled over. You saying yes, sir? How's your day going, sir? I just got this car. Don't shoot me, sir. You remember that you black then. But when it comes to the oppression of our other brothers in the midst of the 12 tribes, you want to act uppity with them, man. You cannot do that. You cannot let your oppressor brainwash you into thinking that that's your enemy, all right? You got that, nigga?
Nah, he gone though.
What'd you do?
I got him to go up in the cracks.
I don't think that's a flex. We got some silicone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where's that though.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get that. We all right, man. We're gonna close out right there. Shalom, Israel.